Hey there guys, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. Luke here, and I'm back for some Walking Dead. Here's Negan board game, our third battle I want to say, that we've done. I've skipped a couple of missions ahead so that we can escalate through the campaign, get some bigger maps and things going down, and a slightly different scenario to what we usually do, just to mix it up a bit. The Negan and his saviours are moving further and deeper into the prison to free it up and make it their own home, their sanctuary as it's known as. But yeah, otherwise I hope you guys have been enjoying these. I know they're not ultra popular, but the quality of the vid's improving as well, and I've had to play a bit of solo this week, so I thought, you know, we'll pull out some more Walking Dead. So throw a like on the video guys if you enjoy these, definitely leave comments down below and subscribe if you haven't yet. That's always a massive help, and obviously share around the videos as well. But otherwise, let's get down to the tabletop, check out the scenario for today and get to it. Alright then guys, so scenario 4 is what we've jumped to, Seeking Sanctuary. It's getting increasingly difficult to make progress with so many hidden corners where walkers might be lurking. Negan wants this entire level cleared and locked down to provide a safe base of operations. There you go. Obviously just wanted to escalate so that we've got a bit of a bigger map today, so we've got at least 10 tiles this time, which is looking really nice, and it's supposed to be set up as follows. I'll let you know the win conditions as well as special rules for this one. But we are all set up, ready to go. As you can see, the table is done. I think there's 12, maybe 12 or 13 unsecured rooms this time, which are going to play a much bigger part. We've got all 5 of our fighters, survivors, with their standard loot and whatnot. For this specific mission, guys, it's depending on how many survivors you take. In this case, 5 for us. You have to secure 10 rooms before Negan can leave the map. So you need Negan to successfully exit the map, which is over on that far corner there. We're starting down at the bottom left here. Negan's here. We've got Sherry, we've got Dwight in the middle there, we've got John, we've got on the far top left there, that is Tara, and then you've got Laura just down at the top right there. So they're all ready to go. Negan's movement map is there, as you can see. So through those rooms, and that's the exact route he will follow. So we have to clear the way for Negan, but we also have to secure at least 10 rooms because there are 5 survivors before he can actually exit the map. If he gets to the exit point, and on that exit point, before 10 rooms are secured, he turns around and heads towards the nearest unsecured room, to make sure that basically his team and the Saviours are doing their jobs properly, and he'll get out, and then he starts to activate twice in the Negan phase instead of just the once. But we will go straight here into the first turn, starting on threat level 1 as always. Let's get into this one. Alright, I'm going to go with Sherry. She's going to activate first and move 1, 2 to the middle of the doorways there, and then open this door here, and we'll resolve the room being opened. Alright, so she's about to go into the room. Let's draw a room card and see what's going to happen here. It's rotten floor. Oh dear, we've got 1 supply token. We've got a white number of walkers pouring out of the room. Any model that spends any part of a move in this room must roll a black chance die. On a blank, they lose 1 stamina. Walkers are laid prone. Oh dear. Supply token has been put in the corner there. Then I'm going to roll for number of walkers. Blank number of walkers, that's really important. That's helped us quite a lot to securing that room. And with that, I think that Sherry will move 1 more space into the room there. She also needs to roll the black dice because there's the rusty floorboards in there. So she needs to see if they break. They don't. She didn't roll a blank, so she's okay. Because she is Sherry, she's going to use Insightful, and she's going to force another model within 6 to make another bonus action. I'm going to force Laura to make moves and go her move of 1, 2, and 3 to there. Laura also has stepped into the room with the rotten floor, so she needs to roll a dice. Didn't get a blank either, so we're laughing. Laura will then activate herself. She's got 2 actions. She will try and secure the room. I get 2 white dice because I have Sherry in there assisting me as well. We need a 1 or more because the security threat level in that on the board at the moment is 1. So we need a 1 or more. We get 2. We secure that room. That's a good start. Laura then has an action left. She's going to make moves. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, but before she does the third action, part of her move, she's going to open that room, so that's now open as well. Need to draw a room card, and it's Sanctuary. 2 supply tokens, blue number of walkers. When this room is secured, all survivors who contributed to the secure action restore 1 stamina, then discard this card. Nice. Also, by the way, Laura did move out of this room again, and that causes the rotten floor, so need a star. I do! So far my survivors, my saviours, have been very smooth across that rotten floor. They've not fallen through yet. So blue number of walkers though, that's not ideal. I've put the 2 supply tokens in the far corners of the room. We do get 2 walkers in there. That's not so good for Laura. Alright, and the 2 walkers have been placed in next to Laura there, so we'll have to wait and see what she can do with them. She'll use the third part of her move though to jump into the corner of that room, and she'll be locked in as well with this walker on the unsecured token. We're going to go with Tara next. She's pretty good at defending and attacking, etc. So I think what we'll do, we'll go with her and go 1, 2, 3, and then her second action will be to fight this zombie in the middle here. So Tara is going to fight, and she has the combat knife, which allows her to fight any adjacent walkers. So she'll get to attack this one and then that one straight away. So it's a white and a red dice for her, so straight into this walker ahead of her. And she gets a crit and a hit. The walker can't even defend that with a single red dice. Gets headshotted and removed. She gets a second attack roll against the other zombie. What a tank. She only gets 1 hit. Can she knock it prone? No, so it's a draw. The zombie stands still for now. Alright, we're going to go and activate John. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 and just do 1 move action. We're going to then go with Dwight because John can't really do much else there. There's no point, we can't reduce threat level or anything. So we are just going to go straight up with Dwight and go 3 to there as well. And that, I think, will do us nicely. Alright, that's the end of the first survivor phase. Let's go into the walker phase and draw an event card. We get roamers for +1 threat, so threat tracker goes up by 1 to level 2, and roamers, place 1 walker token on each entry point up to and including the current threat level. Choose a survivor, place 1 walker token on the nearest unsecured token to them, even if in an open room. I'm going to choose John to place the walker token nearest to, and the closest to him movement wise is that one, and so I'll place the walker token on there. That's that done for the card. We put the threat level up. All walker tokens now move 1 space towards the closest enemy fighter, and that's all the walker tokens. Nothing gets revealed yet, nothing has line of sight of walkers. However, this walker here is already engaged with Tara, and so we'll get to attack her. Tara has a really good defense. She has a blue defense dice. Walker has a red dice. He gets 2 and a crit though. And then Tara needs a good roll here. She gets 3, wow, and wins the roll and gets a crit, which means retaliatory strike. She then gets to, if she wins the defense roll, gets to perform a free fight action against the zombie that attacked her. So she's got a white and a red dice, 2 blanks though, not so good. So that resolves that. Nothing really happens there. That is the zombie walker phase done. Let's move on to the Negan phase. Let's see what card we draw for Negan. He gets just messing. Move 2 spaces. The nearest survivor loses red stamina but gains white reputation. That's not too bad. Could have been worse. And Negan along the tracker moves to there for now. And the nearest survivor to him, as in movement spaces, would be Dwight there. So Dwight's going to lose 1 stamina, but he's going to gain 1 reputation. +1 on a threat tracker for the end of that round. Let's move on here and go into turn 2, and it's the survivor phase again here. Sherry's going to go, and she's going to force activate Tara to kill the zombie in front of her, or try to again. This is going to be a white and a red dice for her again. She gets 2 dice. And a red defense dice for the walker only gets 1. She knocks him prone. Down he goes, and then I will move Sherry, and she will go 1, 2, and diagonal 3 to get to there. And she will then be assisting with the walker and the room. The walker's prone, so Tara uses her first action to just finish off the zombie. She doesn't need to roll. when they're prone. That's the zombie down. She gets another rep for that. Tara then has an action left. She's going to try and secure the room. We get 3 white dice. We've got 3 survivors in that room. Let's see if we can beat it. Security level is at 1 still here. And we're easily doing it with a 3. We secure another room. Boom. And because we secured that room, the threat level goes down by 1. Okay, Laura's going to go and she can do the same action twice. So she's going to move twice. 1, 2, 3. And then she's going to go 1, 2, 3 through the survivors there and open the door. And we'll see what's on the other side here. We know the walker's there, so I'll swap that out. And there we go, swapped out the walker token for an actual walker who's now engaged with Laura as well. So that's a bit rough. But that is her activated and I need to do the room token. Let's flip that, see what we've got. Motherload, 3 supply tokens, which makes sense because it's a massive room. And we have all quiet, low, medium, or high for the number of what dice we roll. We're on all quiet right now, so let's just roll a red dice, for number of walkers. 2 walkers, that's the worst we could have got on a red dice, and 3 supply tokens. Let's drop those in. And there we go, we have 2 walkers placed in there next to the unsecured token. Supply tokens dropped in on either side of the room there. 3 of them, in fact. So let's go here with Laura. That's her done. Let's go with Dwight. He's going to shoot. Duck survivors. Shoot into the zombie there, the walker. Crossbow obviously doesn't make noise, so this is just going to go straight into the walker. Gets a single red. The walker gets nothing, so she's not prone with an arrow through her legs. Yeah, I think Dwight's going to actually have to go to there for now and just leave himself where he is because he doesn't want to get in the way of Negan. Then we're going to have to leave it up to John to hit this red walker, so he's going to move on to the access point there and then he's going to whack the walker diagonally there through the doorway and finish her off. So she's down. That puts John up to 1 reputation and he's done. We'll draw an event card, see what we get this time. It's compromised and we get plus white dice threat level. Let's do that first. So +1, we go up to 3 again on the threat tracker. And compromised, choose a survivor, choose the nearest secured room to that survivor and flip the security token back to unsecured. If there are no secured rooms, place a low entry point marker in the nearest room to that survivor instead. Well, I think it just probably makes sense to choose the room we've secured here because I've got 2 survivors in there ready to turn it back next round, but that does suck. All my hard work undone, so it flips back. And we've moved the level up on the tracker, but that is that, so we just need to move walkers and attack with them here. That will be the tokens. The normal walkers then make their moves. This one here moves to there. That one there will move to there. And they're both now engaged with Laura. That's not so good. So Laura has 2 walkers adjacent to her, and that's 2 red dice going into her. Oh, that is 3 and a bite. She can't actually probably do anything against that. She doesn't, and she rolls a blank as well. That has really hurt her. So she flips her token, which I will actually swap for one of these a moment. So flips to bitten, because she's been bitten there. And then she loses 3 health there. 1, 2, 3. She's down to 2 health left and she's bitten. She loses blue reputation, but she has no reputation left at the moment. That's the Walker phase complete. Let's move on to the Negan phase. Laura, greatly hurt. That's not good for her. But we'll go on to Negan. And it is be more practical. Move 1 space for Negan, and the nearest survivor takes +1 action token. Loving it. So he moves 1 space, and Dwight gains an action token. Nice. It is going to be +1 to the threat tracker, and there are no prone zombies to my knowledge. Alright, so on a star here, I get +1 reputation and -1 to the threat level by holding my nerve with Sherry. Let's see what we can do. She doesn't manage to do it, so she's going to force activate Tara that is there, and she's going to try and hold her nerve. And she doesn't. Oh god, that's really unfortunate. Alright, so now Tara will activate herself. She has 2 actions. She'll try and hold her nerve, because this is just her normal activation. Yes, she does it with a star, finally. Alright, so she holds a nerve. Threat level goes down to 3. and she gains a rep, so she will actually go up to 3 reputation, Tara. That's pretty beastly. There we go. And then she can try with Sherry for her second action, secure the room, well, retake the room. 2 white dice because we've got a supporting fighter. Easily done. The security level is now 1, so we just needed a 1 on the hit dice. And it's secured again. It's deja vu for these girls. Next up, we're going to go with Dwight. He's going to use his +1 action, so he gets 3 this round. He will move up to that point there, and he will try... Oh, actually, he has to be there, to be honest, because he can't be within 2 of the walker. That's the minimum range on his crossbow. White and red dice for Dwighty. Oh, he's drawn blank again here. That's not good. And one thing that I can actually do with Dwight is, because I use the +1 action, that can be a different action, the same action as one of the ones I've already done. He's going to move to the side here so that Negan can get through later on. It's unfortunate he's had to waste 2 actions doing that, but it is what it is right now. John is going to go with his crowbar, and go into this zombie in front of him, the walker. He gets 2 white dice for his. 2 hits, walker gets blank. If John, with his bruiser keyword, doubles the defense roll for a walker, it counts as a headshot, and he just flattens them. So takes off the walker's head with the crowbar, and he's got an action left. John is then going to make a move, and he's going to go 1, 2, and let's just go 3 to there. Laura, however, is just going to attack the zombie, the walker, and is going to go with a fight action with her knife. She gets 2 red dice for fighting, and she gets blanks, not so good. She will just do the same action again, I think. She can do the same action twice in a row. She gets a 3 with a crit and a headshot, and a 2 for the zombie, which isn't enough. She beats it and takes it completely out as well. So we've just managed to clear that room, that's good. Survivor phase is complete again though. Let's draw an event card for the walkers, and it's a herd. Oh no, +2 threat, and choose a survivor. Place 3 walker tokens at the closest entry point to them, regardless of the current threat level. Place 1 walker token on the nearest unsecured token to them, even in an open room. Alright, this has gone really south really quick, actually. So I've chosen Sherry here Tara, because the closest are even distance, so this one here and this one here. So I chose to put the walker token on this one for the unsecured room. Then I had to put 3 walkers on the closest entry point. The closest entry point for the start of this game is always going to be this one here, no matter what the current threat level is. And I had to put 3 on it, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. They've just burst out of the entry point, and Laura doesn't know what's hit her. Also, Negan, unless he gets 1 movement this round, or no movement at all. That's all the tokens, I think. So let's go on to walkers, moving and attacking. That's just these 3 here. They're already in combat. This walker up at the top here hits John. These 2 have to go after Laura. So let's do Laura first. That is 2 attack rolls for them. They get a 3. And Laura needs a 2 at least here. She doesn't, she gets a 1, so that would be 2 damage. She's down to 0, and she also turns into a walker because she was bitten earlier. So she dies, and replaced by a walker. And there we go, a walker appears in the middle. That's no good. And now the one that's attacking John just literally has 1 red attack dice. John gets his white defense dice there, not too bad. He gets a 2, so John defends successfully, nice. But we now have a ton of walkers in there, and we need to do the Negan phase. What's he going to do? He moves 1 space, we're all good except for the fact that he moves adjacent to a zombie, so it's not. So Negan moves 1 space, gets adjacent to a walker. The rest of the card does not get used because he's adjacent to a walker and gets enraged. He now gets angry, so survivors with the highest rep a survivor with the highest rep loses blue reputation. That, I think, is Tara on 3. She loses 1 rep, that's really not that bad. It could have been way worse. She's down to 2 reputation. Survivors within 3 spaces lose 1 stamina, which includes 1, 2, 3. John isn't, but Dwight is, sorry, so he goes down to 3 health. He's not looking so healthy at all. If adjacent to walkers, remove blue walkers within 3 spaces. So hopefully we'll roll a 3 here. That would be really helpful. We roll a 2. That'll do me nicely, and I can choose which 2 go down, I guess, which would make sense to be you and probably you as well, I reckon. Let's go into the end phase. We go up another threat level. Things are not looking great, are they? Threat level's going up very quickly, and we've lost Laura, unfortunately, early on. So we'll go into turn 4 and survivor phase. Alright, I'm going to go with Tara, and she's going to call Negan. Yeah, and then what he gets to essentially do, I'm not going to move him, he's going to go 1, 2 and just stay there. And then I get to remove blue walkers within line of sight, but Tara has to pass the test first. She loses reputation on a blue dice. She loses 2, she had 2, she goes down to 0. He'll move there and back, because then any zombies within 3 can get taken out by his club. And Lucille does the job. 2 walkers can get removed within 3 spaces. Negan does the job. And she will make her moves, I think. And I think she'll go 1, 2, and she can't really move past Negan there, so she'll stay put. Sherry is going to go and force Dwight to move. He can move 4, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. And he will then activate him, or Sherry will then activate herself for the second time and go 1, 2, and 3 to there, I guess, for now. John's going to activate, and he's going to try and hold his nerve to reduce the threat level and up a reputation. And he's getting a star. Nice, he does it. So the threat level goes down back down to 5, and he gains a reputation to go up to 3. He will then have an action left and try and secure the room. Him and Dwight are in there, so he gets 2 white dice. We get 3, nice and easy. Security level's 2, so he equaled or beat that. We flip the token there to secure. That's another room secured for now. That's John done. And because the room is now secured, Dwight will activate himself. He has 2 actions. He'll try and heal, I think. So he'll try and heal, and this is going to be a single red dice to heal because he's in a secured room. He can do it. And he heals 1. That'll do for now. And Dwight will probably also try to hold his nerve. Doesn't manage to do it, so that's that. It's into the event phase. Event card, see what we get. Cry for help, choose a survivor. That model immediately performs a free call Negan action without paying the cost in reputation. However, the chosen survivor then causes noise. Okay, the only thing I'm going to do here is just move Negan back to there, so then he'll just move diagonally back onto his previous space. It just makes him essentially take longer to get back onto his track, I suppose, or to get further forward, because I don't want him coming into that room too soon, really. Not when we've got zombies probably coming sooner than later, especially now that I'm going to make noise. Alright, we made some noise though, let's say with Dwight. All we do now is place a walker token at the closest entry point up to the current threat level. We're on the low threat level currently, so we place a walker token on the low threat level entry point. That was the Cry for Help card. Also, I upped the threat level to 6 from 5 because of making noise. However, that is the walk phase. Luckily, nothing attacking me for now. So it's just straight over to Negan. We'll flip his card. Move 1 space for Negan. The furthest survivor from Negan must move 3 spaces towards the target point. Opening and attempting to unlock doors if necessary. If they can't or choose not to, they lose 2 reputation. John is the furthest away from him, so he makes a 3 move and opens the door. The route is to this door, so he has to move into that door and open it. You know what? I'm actually pretty happy with that. Negan also moves 1 space back to where he was earlier, but I'm really happy with that because that's what I would have gone for last turn anyway, so pretty happy with that actually. John opens that room, and we need to do a room card, which is vents. 1 supply token appears. White walkers appear. Place 1 air duct in this room and another in any corridor within 6 spaces. As an action, any survivor on or adjacent to an air duct may move onto or adjacent to the other air duct. Negan will not use air ducts. Alright, so we need white number of walkers. We get blank, that's perfect for me. I put the air duct there and the supply token there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we've got the air vent there. End of that turn, we go at 1 threat level, and that'll be that, I think. There's nothing else to really be done. It's just going to be straight up into the next turn and survivor phase. I think Sherry's going to move and go just to there, Okay, John is going to move up to the door and try and open it with the bonus move from Sherry. So that'll be Sherry's second action to force John. He's within 6 range, he's actually within 5. Flipping a room card. Ah! 2 supply tokens and a blue and red walker dice. Blue, red walker dice, and we get 1 walker, not too bad. Place a walker there, and then I'm running out of supply tokens, so I'm going to use some barrels here. We'll place 2 in there. It's going to be John for his actual activation. I think that was just Sherry forcing him in. So we'll go with John. He will move probably 1, 2 to there, just 1 to there, and then attack the walker. 2 white dice for John. Let's see what he gets. 2. Walker gets 2 as well. So if John does equal or beat a walker's roll, though, he does make them prone. So he will make that one prone there. And then Dwighty boy is going to make a move to here. And then for his second action, just finish off the walker. And when they're prone, you can just finish them off, stamp on the red, and they're done. Next up is Tara, and she is going to make moves. She's going to go to 1, 2, 3, and then she's going to go 1, 2, and 3 into the room there. Event card and +1 threat level, and roamers. Place 1 walker token on each entry point, up to and including the current threat level. Choose a survivor, place 1 walker token on the nearest unsecured token to them, even if in an open room. So we get a walker token placed on the threat level token because we're still on low threat for now, and I need to keep it there, to be quite honest, as long as I can. And a zombie gets onto there on the nearest unsecured token to Tara. Walker here gets to now attack, and we'll go into Tara in front of her. Red dice for the walker, gets 2. Tara needs to roll well here. She gets a 2. So she defends, however, I'm pretty sure she has to beat the attack roll to actually perform a free attack roll, so there we go. Let's draw him a card, and it's I'm sick of you. Move 2 spaces, the survivor with the lowest reputation is moved 3 spaces towards the nearest walker or walker token, and then makes noise. Oh dear. Alright, so both Tara and Sherry are the lowest, so I'm just going to choose and go with Tara. Makes sense, to be honest. So she moves towards the closest walker and causes noise. She shouts back at Negan. Negan moved 2. He's there on the other side of the vent now. But Tara causes noise, so we just need to work that out. +1 threat for starters for making noise. And then it's walker tokens move a space towards the noise, which they already have. And a walker then gets placed on the nearest entry point up to the current threat level, which will be here now. And that goes next to Negan. Alright, I'm going to say that Negan doesn't rage at this point because he hasn't moved next to a walker. This has happened after the move. So even though the walker's popped up next to him, I'm going to say that probably at this point, Negan will be fine for now. End of the round, threat level 10. We need to start bringing down this threat level a bit. And yeah, we'll go with a survivor phase and the next turn. We will then go with Sherry. She's going to try and, I think, get rid of this walker from Negan. Moves onto the vent, and then we'll hit the walker, see if we can do something. 2 red dice with a knife, and we're getting 2 hits and a crit. The walker gets a blank. Sherry deals with it and protects Negan. Nicely done. Over now to, I think we'll go with John and try and deal with this walker. So he's going to fight it. 2 white dice, easily taking her down. No chance for that zombie this time. And then for his second action, he will probably try and secure the room because we've got 3 white dice to do it there. Let's see if we can secure it. Need 3 or more hits, we get 5, easy peasy. Secure that room, and that's him done. That's his 2 actions. Tara is going to go next, and she's going to move 1 to there, 2 to there, and 3 she will land just in the corner of the room there. Next up is Dwighty boy. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, and we'll go 4 into the middle there. And he will then, for his second action, he can move 4, by the way, guys, for his normal move. However, we will go with a securing that room as well with Dwight. So we need 2 white dice here, 2 people in the room. Let's see what we can do. Needing a 4, we get a 3. So we don't, oh no, sorry, we need a 3. My apologies, we need to equal or better it. And we did get a 3, so we secure that room as well. Smashing it now, smashing it. Also forgot to mention there that John helped secure the room. Sorry, Tara helped secure that room and Dwight secured that one. So they both gain a reputation for that. That is that though. That's all of our survivors. Let's move here on to an event card. For the walkers, it's roamers, +1 threat level. Place a walker token on each entry point up to and including the current threat level. Choose a survivor, place 1 walker token on the nearest unsecured token to them. Closest one to Dwight, we'll do him, is onto there. And then we have to put +1 threat level, so we're in medium now. And we place 1 walker token on each entry point up to and including the current threat level. That's not good. Alright, so that does then mean a walker appears on this one here. We've got a token on this one and on this one. All tokens then make a move. The walker will fight Sherry. I get to choose who he fights, so I'd probably rather it be Sherry than Negan, obviously. And she is white defense dice, walker is red attack dice. See what the walker gets, a 2 with a bite, but she also gets a 2, so she's all good. Well done to Sherry, that was not an easy defense roll. She survives, the walker doesn't get away with it, and we go into the Negan phase. He does not move, which means he stays opposite the walker anyway. He gets enraged. So first up he gets enraged, that means the survivor with the highest rep loses rep, that is John. He loses blue rep, he loses 2, he's down to 1 rep remaining. And then we have is survivors within 3 spaces lose stamina, that would be Sherry, she goes down to 4 health. Also, Negan then removes up to blue number of walkers within range. Removes 1, that was always going to be the case, so down goes the walker on the entry point there. It's going to be on to the next turn, I think, upper threat level. Let's go then with Sherry, and she is going to try and get rid of this walker again. 2 red dice for Sherry with her knife. She gets 2, and 1 red dice for the walker, gets a 1, so she manages to knock him prone. Alright, for Sherry's last action, she's going to choose Dwight within 6 spaces there to do a bonus action. He's going to move, open the door, and this isn't a room he's entering, so we don't do a room card or anything like that. And he's just going to move into that corner there. Tara will now activate. She will go 1, 2, 3 for a move. And then she is going to try and hold a nerve. Needing a star. Oh, we just cannot get these stars. We really need to hold our nerve and bring down the threat level. We just can't seem to do it. Alright, and then John will go. He's going to clear the way. So Negan's just going to make his moves. He goes 1, 2, 3, but he doesn't draw a card. John will then try hold his nerve, I think, as well for his second action. Oh, we finally do it with a star, and that brings down the threat level by 1, and John's reputation goes up by 1 as well. Dwight actually has to activate here as well. He is just going to try and... he will heal, so let's go for a heal. Doesn't heal. And then we'll try and hold his nerve, and doesn't get that either. Wow. Sorry guys, my rolls have been really poor there for a while now on the hold a nerve and the health stuff, but oh well, that's Dwight done. At least he got the bonus action from Sherry there. So let's move on and we'll go into the event phase for the walkers. Let's flip a card. Drawn to conflict. Place 1 walker token on each entry point up to and including the current threat level. Then all walker tokens in play move following the normal rules. This is in addition to any regular movement this round. Ouch. So we had a walker come in here and revealed itself because of Sherry there and is already engaged with her. Then we have 1 came in on here, a walker token and moved. This one came in on here and moved. All other walker tokens moved 1 space as well. All the tokens have moved, but this one is now in line of sight of Tara and reveals itself. All normal walkers then make 2 move. That one engages Tara and this one's already in with Sherry, so they'll both now get to attack. The one into Tara is on a red dice. Tara gets a blue dice and she wins, which means she gets to fight back. Tara gets to fight back into the walker, gets 3 with a headshot. The walker can't defend that and it goes down. That's what's great about Tara, that's why you want her at the front. The one down here is attacking Sherry on a red dice, blank. Sherry gets a 1, easily done. It's on to the Negan phase. Let's draw a card, see what he's doing this turn. Clear a path. Move 2 spaces. The survivor with the highest reputation within 6 spaces is placed adjacent to the nearest accessible door leading to an unsecured room. Open the door if not already open. Okay, Tara, after a kill earlier on, forgot to put her reputation level up, so she's equal with John now. They're both on 2 each. So I get to choose. I'm going to choose Tara as the one to clear a path. She is going to be placed next to the nearest unsecured room token, which is here. And that flips that door, and we need to do a room check. So let's flip the room token, and Sanctuary, 2 supply tokens, blue walkers. When this room is secured, all survivors who contributed gets, with the secure action, restore 1 stamina, then discard this card. Blue number of walkers, we get 2 in the room. And there we go, the 2 walkers are in, and a supply token in the corner, which I've used a barrel for again, so there we go. Other than that though, I think that will be the Negan phase as well. He's moved his 2, and Tara has moved up to there. Also, sorry, these 2 tokens get replaced for walkers as well, they get revealed. So Tara's surrounded by walkers, but that's how she likes it. So that's going to be that done. It's over to the next turn. We go up a threat level. Also, I'm just going to go on something here, guys. I don't think for 1 or 2 of the last rooms I reduced the threat level when I secured the rooms, which you are supposed to do. So I've actually dropped it back down 1 because I'm pretty sure I've at least missed 1, just to be fair with that. So we are back down 1. Yeah, other than that, we'll go on to the next turn for the survivors. Sherry is going to run from this walker, and she's going to go through the vent, pop up next to this vent, and land there, and that will do her nicely. She will then, I think, force John to make moves here. Yeah, she's going to then force John to move, and he'll go 1, 2, and 3 to there. In fact, he'll go to that corner one there, makes more sense. That'll do it. Now we're going to activate Dwayne here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Shoot a crossbow into the zombie in front of Tara. White and a red dice for Dwight, and that's a 3, and a red dice for the zombie. It ain't gonna matter. Perfect headshot from Dwight. Down goes the walker there. Then that's his action done. He gains a reputation for that. Tara's gonna go. She's gonna move into the room here, and she'll land there, and she gets to attack both walkers now when she makes a fine attack because of her combat knife. She has a white and a red dice. We'll go with the green one on the left. She's getting 2 hits and a crit for a headshot. The zombie gets a blank. Down goes the first one. We then have the blue one to attack. She gets to attack both, remember. 1 hit, walker gets 1. It's a draw, nothing happens there. Also guys, sorry, at the end of the last turn, I forgot to see if this walker stands up on a star, which it does. So the walker stands up here. Just forgot to do that, so he would have stood up at the end of last turn. Right, we're now going to activate John, and he's going to actually try and move Negan, so he loses blue reputation. If he loses 2 or less, he can force him. He doesn't, he loses 3, so he loses it and goes down to 0. And he can't actually move Negan now with a command because he can't actually call him because it fails. So he just straight up fails that. Second action, we will try and... Do I want to move or do I want to leave it for now? I think we will leave it and try and reduce the threat level with a star, which we do. We reduce it, and John goes up to, I should have done that first actually to gain a rep, and he goes up to 1 reputation again. On to the event phase for the walkers. Let's see what we get here. Roamers for +1 threat. Place a walker token on each entry point up to the current threat level. Choose a survivor and place a walker token on the nearest unsecured token. I'm going to choose Dwight because these 2 unsecured tokens are both as close, so I'll put 1 on there. Then they all make their normal moves, so that one to there. This token here can't move actually, so that's going to stay. These will all move up. So they've all moved, none quite revealed yet, with the doors closed and everything, but the walkers move 2 each. That one moves up 2. There's 1 entangling in with Tara already. These 2 move up to there, and that one to there. And that's them done. This token gets stuck there. So just fighting then for the zombies, and it's going to be the one up here into Tara. It's probably worse off for him than it is for Tara, really. She probably get a chance to fight back. So let's see what he can do. A red dice, and that is 1 hit. Tara gets gets 1. So it's a draw. She does not win it, but they draw, so nothing happens. And that'll be that. It's into the Negan phase. Let's draw him a card. So you are growing on me. Move 3 spaces for Negan. Ooh, that's interesting. Add white reputation to the nearest survivor. Yep, that's kind of screwed me over. 3 spaces. That's his movement track, and he comes opposite a zombie and he rages. Survivor with the highest rep loses blue reputation. That's going to be Dwighty boy. He loses 3. Oh dear, he goes down to 0. That's a big loss. And then it's survivors within 3 spaces lose a stamina. Actually, no, John's included in that as well. So John goes down to 5 health, and the other one was Tara. She goes down to 3. Not so good, not so good. However, he could well help me out here, because although he raged, he managed to hit his survivors and doesn't make noise, and therefore just removes 3 zombies within line of sight, and he's got 2 in line of sight. He rolls a 3, so he removes both zombies there. So although I lost health, he did get rid of pretty much everything in line of sight of me, so can't complain too much. That's that turn done. We go up a threat level again, back to 13 here. We're close to that high threat level, but not quite there, are we? No prone walkers, and so we just move into survivor phase again. Right, I'm going to go with Sherry, and she's going to force John to move up 3 with a bonus action. He's going to move up to there. Then I'm going to go with Sherry's second action and go with probably a move herself just to get away from these zombies, and she'll just go up to there. And that'll be her done. Let's go with Dwight. He's going to try and reduce the threat level. He does. We needed that. So reduces the threat level, and he goes back up to 1 reputation. There we go. And then he's going to make a move for 4 and go into the room there. John will activate. He's going to try and reduce the threat level as well. Gets a star. We're finally getting the luck for that. Goes down, and John gains a rep as well. Goes up to 2. For his second action, he'll make a move. He'll get into the room there. And then we'll go with Tara. She is going to try and secure the room. This is going to be 3 dice. I need a 3 or higher. That's the security level. Oh, we just about do it, and that's why I needed 3 fighters in there. We secure the room. That's another one secured. We're doing a bit better now. I think that's 6 rooms. We're getting there. Second action, she will make a move, I reckon. And she's going to go 1, 2, 3 and get to there and reveal this walker, because then she blocks the path for the walker a bit. Token gets replaced with the walker there, and that is the survivor phase. Let's move on to the event phase for the walkers. And we're getting, what was that? Choose a survivor. The closest walker token to that survivor immediately moves 2 spaces towards it, following the normal rules, stopping if revealed. This is in addition to any regular movement this round. If there are no walker tokens, place 1 walker token on the nearest entry point to that survivor, even if that entry point is higher than the current threat. Well, that's pretty simple. I'm just going to pick Sherry, and that's the closest walker token. It can't move any closer to her, so that'll be that. Into the Negan phase. Let's hope he doesn't move too fast. Move 3 spaces, fight. Any survivor adjacent to 1 or more walkers must immediately fight 1. If they remove a walker from play, they gain blue reputation instead of 1. However, Negan moves, gets blocked by his survivor there, and so gets angry, rages, and every survivor within 3 spaces is going to suffer damage, and the highest rep currently is Tara and John. John will lose it, I think. Blue rep, loses both of his reputation, goes down to 0. Then he will literally cause a damage to everyone within 3. And because of that, all of my fighters lose a health. And the zombies move in here now for the rest of the walk phase. So moves for all zombies, or all walkers. There we go. And this one's obviously engaged with Tara. Zombie gets an attack, blank. Tara gets a 2 and gets to attack it back because she won the defense roll. And Walker's defense is 2. Tara gets a 3, but no crit, so it just goes prone. Negan removes any fighters within line of sight on a blue dice. Any walkers, roll a 1, and remove the prone walker there. Alright, and that is Negan done. It will be on to the end phase. Let's push up the threat level by 1 in the end phase, and then it is into the survivor phase for the next turn. I think Sherry is going to force John to move, and he's going to go 1, 2, and 3 to there. Then she gets an activation. She's going to make moves. She's going to try and move, and she's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there, and that'll do her. John will then activate, and we'll try and get rid of this walker. So he's got his 2 white dice for his crowbar, and gets 1 hit. The walker gets 1. That'll be that. Although he did draw, so he can actually just knock the walker prone because he has his crowbar and he's a bruiser. So John will then make moves himself, 1, 2, 3, and open the door. And we need to check what's in the room. This walker also gets revealed. That's already in there, so he gets revealed there. And then the room card, I guess. Let's have a look at what's in the room. 2 supply tokens, red and blue walkers. See how many we get. 2 walkers, could have been worse. Tara has 2 reputations, so she's going to try, when she activates, to move Negan backwards. And she does get 2, so she goes down to 0. She has enough reputation to make him move. She's going to move him backwards to, I think, probably there for now. We'll move him to there, just so he's still away from the walkers a bit. I think for Tara's second action, she's actually going to try and heal in the hallway there because she's already hurt. She does heal 1, nice. So she goes back up to 3 health. Dwight will activate and do the same for his first action, up to 3 health. That helps him out a bit. And then for his second action, he will make moves, I think. I think Dwight's just going to have to try and reduce the threat level at this point. There's not too much else I want to do with him right now. And he does, so it was worth it. So he goes down 1. And then Dwight can actually gain a rep as well for doing that. Into the walk phase, it's going to be a vent card. Noises in the dark. Choose a survivor. They must choose to either lose white reputation, only if they have at least 1 to lose, or place a walker within 3 spaces with a clear route to the survivor. I'm going to go with Sherry. I'm happy to lose the reputation, really, rather than walkers coming in. So she loses 1. She has 1 to lose. Goes down to 0. That'll do me fine. Quite happy with that. Alright then, so walkers to go, and it's going to be 1, 2 movement for that walker there. That one walks into base contact with John and will attack him. Other than that, they're all done, and I'll move all the tokens forward as well. Got 1 walker attacking John then, and that's on a red dice. Blank, don't need to do anything else there, it fails. Onto the Negan phase. Moves 2 spaces, perfect, to remove 1 reputation from the nearest survivor. And he moves 2, and the nearest survivor is Tara. She loses a rep. She doesn't have any rep anyway. Couldn't have gone any better. So that'll be that. Negan phase done. Go up 1 threat level at the end of the turn there. Survivor phase then, and things are getting interesting now. We do need to really push through here. So I'm going to get Sherry to force John to activate and attack this zombie here. That's going to be 2 white dice with his crowbar. 3, and the walker's probably going to die either way there. A blank will definitely kill it. If he doubles it, he gets a headshot. Sherry then has an action herself, and I'm not entirely sure what to do with her there. Sherry's actually going to shoot her pistol because she wants to. So she's going to shoot the pistol, and it's going to go. We'll go for this walker here, and that is going to be on a red and a white for her shooting. Go into this one, and then it'll make noise. She gets a headshot, and the zombie or the walker gets a 1. So she takes it down, and it's a headshot. Nicely done, Sherry. Down it goes. Also, sorry guys, actually, at the end of last round, this walker here should have stood up on a star. It did. Oh dear, that's not good. All right, so she managed to kill that walker. However, this zombie here moves 2, and this one here moves as well into contact with John. So although she took 1 out, she caused noise, and threat level goes up by 1 as well. So yeah, John's going to attack the walker in front of him there, and this is going to be 2 white dice. 1 hit, walker gets 1, he draws, but he knocks it prone, so that'll do it nicely. Down it goes. I actually just realised, guys, as well, that it does actually say that if you have equal to or more secured tokens on the table than there are the number of survivors you have left, which for me is 4. If I have 4 or more secured tokens, I don't up the threat level. So I think I must have upped the threat level at least 3 or 4 times. I've mucked up there. I'm going to take it down by at least 3 there. Go back down to 8. I should be way lower than I am. John will then just try, I think, to reduce the threat level again. So he'll try and hold his nerve. No, he doesn't. Yeah, let's go with Dwight. He'll try and assist him over here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because he can move 4. And he'll try and knife this walker in the back. Try and help out Sherry. 2 reds. Blanks, though. That's not so good. And the walker wins that one. However, it will be Tara to go. We'll move Tara up a bit and she'll try and defend Negan in case anything comes out after him. So she's going to go up to there and try and help out Negan, follow him up the track. That is that though. So it's going to be over to... oh no, actually she does have an action left. So she will try and reduce the threat level. Or does she want to heal? Let's do threat level. No, fails again. So twice this round that failed. That's a shame. But we will move on to the walk phase. Event card and noises in the dark. Choose a survivor. They must choose to either lose white reputation, only if they have at least 1 to lose, or place a walker within 3 spaces with a clear route to the survivor. So we had 2 in a row of the same there actually, and I'll probably do the same again. Yeah, we'll pick Dwighty boy. He's going to lose reputation. He loses his 2. Every fighter is down to 0 rep now, so that is dangerous, but it's also handy that I don't have more walkers come in there, to be honest. And once again, the threat level didn't go up again, so that's helpful. Walker phase. This walker here will choose to attack Sherry or Dwight. I'll go for Sherry because Sherry has better defense. She'll distract him. So Walker gets 1 red dice. Blank. Sherry gets a 1, easily defended. And the other stuff, the walker there is prone. I'll move all the tokens up. Otherwise, that's that for this turn. And it's the Negan phase. Let's see what he's doing. He moves 2 spaces. All survivors with 6 or more reputation immediately draw a supply card. Well, I've definitely not got 6 or more reputation, so it's just going to be straight up move 2 spaces, and that's him done. Also worth noting, obviously remember, Negan does not open doors. He doesn't do all the dirty work, so that is that. It's the end of the turn. We don't up the threat level. I've got to remember that now. The secure tokens, we have enough of them. And so what we'll do, we'll move on to the next turn in survivor phase. We'll activate Sherry. She's going to try and finish this zombie here. She gets fighting. She's got her knife, so she gets 2 red dice. And she's getting a 3. The zombie can't even win against that. Down goes the zombie in the middle. And then she's going to force John to make an action and finish off this walker that's lying down there. Then Dwight will shoot into the walker ahead of John. Red and a white dice into the walker. Oh, 4 and 2 headshots. Wow. He actually, for just, showboating, literally just fires 2 arrows and gets a headshot with both. Lovely stuff. Both Dwight, John and Sherry got a kill there and go up a reputation each as well. Nicely done. Dwight has an action left. He will make a move. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. That's him done. John will activate and go 1, 2 to there. And we'll pretty much just try and secure the room with the 2 of them in there. This will be a 3 needed on 2 dice, 2 white dice. See if we can do it. If they can do it, no they can't. Up over to Tara. Obviously, she's still trying to sort stuff out up there. I guess she'll just still kind of... You know what? I think we're just going to leave Negan to it. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 back this way, ready to assist with the rooms down this way. I'm just going to leave Negan to go with it because he's going to rage, so we'll leave it there. We'll go into the walker event phase after Tara tries to heal herself, actually. And she does, she heals 2, so she's back to full health easy. And other than that, I think it's just going to be the walk phase. So event card. Breakout, +1 threat, choose a survivor. The nearest unopened, unlocked, unsecured room to that survivor is immediately opened. Open all doors in that room and draw a room card for it and any other rooms that are opened by this card. So we go 1 threat level up to 10 for the breakout there. And then I'm going to choose Tara. and that the nearest room is here. So I unlock that door. I unlock that door that links to it, because this is the room that's closest to her. I unlock that door and this door. That means we have to flip a room card for this one and the room on the far side. So it's less for me to do later on, isn't it? So I'm going to go through that way at some point anyway. So I'll draw a room card for the first one. Dead inside, supply token, 1, and walkers. We are on medium threat, so it's a blue dice. That's not so good. Blue walker dice. We get 3 walkers in that room, and they're all heading for Negan. Supply token is dropped there. We have a walker token here. 2 walkers there now because they got revealed. They can see Negan. This one can't, so it's still a walker token. However, room card for the second room now as well. See what we get. Lockdown, supply token, white number of walkers, and if there are any other closed doors in this room, replace them with locked doors. If not, add 1 to the threat level. Supply token in the far corner there, and this closed door now becomes locked, which we haven't had yet in a campaign. White number of walkers, we get 1 walker in there as well, which we will just put straight on the unsecured token, and that'll be that. And now we move walker tokens. Okay, there's 1 walker adjacent to Negan, so he automatically takes a damage, loses a stamina. That puts him down to 5 health, and all of my fighters lose 1 rep because Negan got hurt. So all survivors are down to 0 reputation, and Negan here is going to be activating now for his phase, which will be a rage straight away, because as soon as he activates, he's adjacent to an enemy zombie. Right in front of him there, so he rages. Tara will take a damage, back down to 3. She will also, there's no reputation on any of the fighters, so they don't lose anything. So he's happy though, he doesn't cause noise because he hit Tara. So he just takes out blue number of zombies within 3 range, line of sight. Takes out 2, perfect. Gets rid of those 2 there. Nasty stuff. So we'll just go survivors, and I think we're going to go with... We'll move Sherry. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. And then second action, try and secure the room. There's 3 people in there. That's 3 white dice. More than easily accomplish that. And we reduce the threat level by 1. We will now... That's her done. We've secured the room. Let's go with... Shall we go with Dwight? Let's go... 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, and then he will try and probably reduce the threat level. In fact, he's going to try and heal. He's been hurt quite a lot. Heals 1, he's backed up to 4 health. Then we'll go with John. He will make moves. 1, 2, 3 to there. He only has 3. Well, Dwight has his stealthy ability, so he can move further. John will then also probably try and heal. You know what? He'll try and reduce threat level instead, actually. And he does, so threat level goes back down to low, which is quite important, and he gains a reputation as well to go up to 1. Tara's last up. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 beyond Negan, reveal this walker. She moves to there and reveals that green walker, and will attack it straight off the bat. It's a white and a red dice for Tara, 3 hits. Walker gets nothing, so the walker goes prone, and that's me done. Into the walker phase, drawing a card. No wait, over there. Choose a survivor. The closest walker token on that survivor to that survivor is taken off of the board and placed in a new position. The new position must be as close as possible to that survivor with an open route to it, but must be out of sight of any survivors. Then place 1 walker token on the nearest entry point to that survivor. I'm going to choose Tara, and with this walker token here is the closest. Put that right next to her. That'll get exchanged straight away for a zombie that I'll put next to her there, because she's going to get to attack both of them anyway, and the other one's prone. Then I have to place a walker token on the nearest entry point to that survivor as well. Luckily, the entry point closest on the current threat level is the low one here, and so I'm going to place a walker token there. Otherwise, we're not too bad. I'll place it there because it's now going to move as well, along with all the other walker tokens. So they've moved up. And then I think we're just moving on to walkers fighting. And there's... Tara's getting attacked by 2 red dice, but she has a blue. So see what the walkers get. Blank. What does she get? A 2. She gets to fight both of them back. Whenever she beats enemy walkers in defense, she gets to attack each of them back. So we'll go for the one at the top with the gaping wound in his stomach. And she gets 3 with a headshot. Walker can't defend that. That one goes down at your own peril, dude. Second one, she gets a 1. The walker gets a 1. So nothing happens with that one. And we will just go with the Negan phase. We'll do an action card. You scared. Move 2 spaces with Negan. Remove 1 reputation from the nearest survivor. So nice and simple. Move him up onto the entry point there. Nearest survivor is Tara. She got a kill. She gained a rep. And now she'll go back down to 0. So that'll be her done. We go into the next turn and we'll carry on with the survivors. We're moving along here. Tara will activate here. She can attack both walkers with her combat knife. One of them goes automatically down as it was prone. In the end phase though, we did have a prone walker here. Does it stand up? No, it doesn't, so it stays prone, sorry, there we go. That's handy for Tara as well, she can take that one out automatically. We will go straight into the survivor phase and she will activate and automatically take out that walker and gets to attack this one for free with her combat knife. Gets a 3, the walker can't defend that, the highest it can get is a 2. It was a headshot. We're on threat level security level 2, so she's actually going to try and secure that room. On a white dice roll of a 2, she can do it. Oh, not quite. That could have been a stunning round from her, but that'll do it for now. So she's done. We'll go with, I think, we'll go with Sherry. She'll force John to move 1, 2, 3 to there. She'll then activate herself and go 1, 2, 3 to there. John will then activate and will go 1 to there, open the door, and we'll reveal a room card, which will be dead inside, 1 supply token in the room, and walkers were on low threat level, and so we'll roll a white dice for walkers. 1 walker enters the room. Supply token in the far corner there. I've just taken some from down here now because I'm never going to go back that way. And a zombie in the middle there. Otherwise, John can carry on his movement. That was 1, 2 to there, and then he will just fight the zombie for his second action. 2 white dice for the crowbar, 2 hits, zombie gets 1. If he doubles it, he gets a headshot with the crowbar, and bruiser, should I say, I think it is his special ability, and it goes down. Perfect stuff. Dwight for his move action now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets into the room, second action, 2 white dice, security level 2. Need a 2 or more, get a 2. We secured the room, all in 1 turn. Running really smoothly now for everybody. I think that's that. We'll just move on to the walker phase. Event card, spooked, choose a survivor. They must either lose white reputation or cause noise. It's easy, it's going to be reputation for me. Both John and Tara are up to 2 now, and so we'll just choose to lose reputation. John will lose white and loses 1, he's back down to 1. That'll do me nicely. Would much rather do that at this current point in the game, rather than causing noise and attracting more zombies, etc. So that'll be that. Walkers now get to move and attack. One of these tokens actually revealed itself in the doorway to Sherry, so that gets to move 2 to there. Negan phase, I'm quite happy for him to keep moving forward, so hopefully he does. Move 2 spaces, reduce the threat level by red, and Negan removes blue walkers within 3 spaces. That would have been handy quite some time ago, but we will reduce the threat level though. Blank, alright, so nothing really, but he does move 2. My bad guys, I've just sent Negan round this way for some reason, thinking that was his route, because I thought there was a door up this way, but it's a dead end. He's actually meant to be going up this way. Last turn he would have raged instead of moving up this way. However, I don't think it would have made a massive difference. Tara would have taken maybe a damage at best, but I'm pretty sure he raged anyway at some point. So I'm just going to leave it as it is for now. I'm going to bring him back to the door here, but he can't move forwards now because Tara is in the way. So he gets angry. He rages. Tara has the most reputation, so she loses blue. She goes down to 1. And then she also loses a health there, a stamina. Okay, that's probably the best way I could do that. He'd then remove zombies with the blue dice, but he doesn't, so we'll leave it there as it is. We'll just go straight for the survivor phase again. Dwight's going to go. He's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3. shoot for the second action down into the zombie, try and help out Sherry. White and a red dice, gets a red, and it's a draw. Okay, Sherry will activate and force Dwight to shoot again and try and do it again. And only gets a hit again. He's not doing so well. And once again, the zombie defends it. So the walker stands strong, and Sherry's tried to help. Tried to do it, but couldn't. She will move into the zombie and just try and finish it herself. 2 red dice for her, I believe. Yep, with her knife. She gets 1 hit. The walker gets nothing, so she knocks it prone. And that will be her done for now. John will activate and move 1, 2, and that'll do him because he can't move into Dwight. And he will, I guess, could reduce the reputation. Yeah, why not? Nope, couldn't do it. Tara will do hers, and she will move 1, 2, 3 to there and try and secure the room. She needs a 2 or higher on a white dice. Yes, she does it with a white dice. That's pretty impressive. Does it and reduces the threat by 1. Walk phase, event card. Secure facility and -1 threat. Choose a survivor, replace the 2 closest closed doors to that survivor with locked doors. I'm going to go with John, and we've locked these 2 doors here, and we went down a threat level to 6, so really not bad at all. We've secured those rooms anyway, so I couldn't care less, to be honest. Walkers though, we move tokens. Negan Phase, we can now start moving him up as well. Here's Negan, move 3 spaces, reduce the threat level by white. All survivors within 6 spaces restore blue stamina. He moves up right up to there, really pushes forward, and then reduce the threat level by white dice. So we reduce it by 1. We're really reducing it now. Then all survivors gain blue stamina within 6 spaces, which will pretty much just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll just be Tara. And she gains 2, nice. And she goes up to 3 reputation. Let's see if this walker stands up in the end phase on a star. He does, that's not so good for Sherry. So he stands up, we go into the survivor phase. We'll go with Dwight, he'll try and shoot this walker here. With a white and red die, I believe, yep. Okay, and gets 2 hits. The walker gets a 1, so he knocks it prone. And then he will make a move action. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to the doorway. Sherry will probably activate and take out this walker for free, and then move 1, 2, 3 to there. That's her done. John will move 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then I think if anything, we will just try and call Negan backwards a bit. So I would lose blue reputation. 2, he's only got 1 rep, so therefore he goes down to 0 and doesn't manage to call Negan. Tara gets to go now though, and will move 1, 2, 3 into the room, and we'll try and secure it. Can she do it again for a second time in a row? Security level 2. She needs a 2, didn't get it. So this is risky now for Negan, because if he moves more than 1 in the Negan phase, he's going to get angry. Walker phase though, event cards. And you had 1 job plus 1 threat. Choose a survivor. They must either lose blue reputation or flip the security token in the nearest secured room back to unsecured. If there are no secured rooms, this option cannot be chosen. Yeah, that's easy for me. I'd rather always lose reputation, so let's go with... Oh, saying that, Tara's the only one with reputation, so she's going to have to lose blue rep. She's going to have to take 1 for the team. She only loses 1. That could have been far worse. She's down to 2. All walkers and walker tokens move. There we go. That's all that moves. This walker here will move 1, 2 to there, but that's that. And it's just Negan phase, I think. So let's go with a card for Negan. PP Pants City. Move 3 spaces. Survivors with 5 or less reputation lose 1 stamina. Survivors with 6 or more, doesn't matter. So he's moving 3. He gets angry because Tara's in the way and the room ahead of him is not secured. So he rages. So Tara loses a health because he whacks her, which is not good. She's getting quite low on health actually. And then highest reputation loses rep. So Tara loses blue reputation for 1. She's down to 1 again. And then he kills any zombies in range, but there aren't any. So that's that. No threat level going up. Survivor phase again. I think Sherry is going to force Dwight to make a move. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Dwight will then activate and go 1, 2, and probably 3 to there. For his first action, for his activation. Second action, he'll try and secure that room along with Tara. So this is going to be 2 white dice. We need a 2 or higher. We get a 4, easy peasy. We secure that room. Tara is going to activate. She's going to move in behind Dwight there, and then she's going to try and heal herself because she's in a secured room now. She doesn't heal herself, okay. Oh, sorry guys, I also forgot to do Sherry. She was meant to do her second action, so she will go 1, 2, 3. John will then activate and go 1, 2, 3. He'll try and hold his nerve, and he gets nothing. Walker phase, I guess, and event card. Roamers, +1 threat. Place 1 walker token on each entry point up to and including the current threat level. Choose a survivor and place 1 on the nearest unsecured room token. So that's nice and simple really. I moved the walker up twice, the tokens moved once. The token for the unsecured room, the closest is this one here now, so I've plopped it on there to any of the fighters. And then, so it doesn't really matter. And then I've moved all the tokens up. The walker moved up 2. That is that. The threat level does go up by 1 actually to 6. Negan phase, hopefully he doesn't rage. Move 4 spaces, well that's him raging because he moves 1, 2 to there and he can't move any further because the door's locked. He rages and I think Tara's going to die. Yeah, she is. Yeah, survivors within 3 spaces lose stamina. He kills Tara, she's taken down. And then Dwight boy loses 1 to 3. She did try to heal this round, but she didn't pull it off. Highest reputation loses rep. Nobody has it, but he did manage to cause damage to people, so he doesn't cause noise. And there's no walkers to take down, so that'll be that for now. Let's go now then with the next turn. So we'll activate Sherry. She'll force John to move. 1, 2, 3. Then she'll just move herself. 1, 2, 3. John will activate and he will go 1, 2 and try and open the door and then move through it. In fact, John's actually going to run and add a blue dice. He's moving an extra 3. Rolling a black dice to see if I cause noise from running. I do, so I do also cause noise. However, he opens the door after 2 movement because he has a crowbar and his crowbar allows him to pop open locked doors as if they were normal doors. 2, and then he's got 3 to there, and yeah, he's pretty much just going to move over into the corner there and let Negan move his way through. So we'll go with Dwighty boy. He'll make moves as well. He'll get into the room there. What I'm actually going to do is just call Negan forth, because he's pretty much out of the way then, and the same goes for John with his second action. We'll just move Negan to the exit. Just makes more sense to speed up the game. So yeah, we got Negan to the end by using that action with each of these guys because they made moves and then they were able to just use the second action to call Negan forth. Just made way more sense to do that and just push him to the end onto the exit. We've secured 10 plus rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we got Negan to the end. We lost 2 fighters, unfortunately. Tara and Laura went down. But we got Negan to the exit successfully after securing rooms. He's happy. He's not going to carry on whacking us and killing off people. He actually killed one of his own survivors, unfortunately. And Tara did so well for him as well. Such a shame that she went down before the end, but she was the top performer for me. So yeah, some nice stuff. Please do leave comments down below, guys, if you enjoyed that, and make sure you subscribed and you're throwing a like on the video to help support stuff like Walking Dead board game on the channel. And until next time, guys, for more Walking Dead and other skirmish related games, happy skirmishing. Hey there guys, thanks for watching the video. Please do throw a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when any new content drops. We do one battle report a week covering various skirmish games. There's also Patreon if you wish to support me and the channel, and we are trying to reach our first funding target, allowing me to go part-time and make more weekly scheduled content. You can go and sign up and show your support in the link in the description below, just like the awesome people to the left of me. And until next time guys, enjoy and happy skirmishing.